Hello everyone. Today we're going to look at Torbjorn and his faithful companion, Turret. His mechanics are fairly straightforward, so just keeping up with the resources and helping your team will have all people singing your praises in no time. And by that, I mean they're annoyed with you getting play of the game every time. Your goals as Torbjorn are heavily defensive. The first half is to place down a turret in a solid position and use your hammer to upgrade it. Positioning Torbjorn's turret is fun. Because it's just a deployable, you can be more upfront than a Bastion. It is a turret, so keep it around a corner. The ideal scenario for a turret is to be focusing down one target at a time, so placing your turret next to your team at a choke point is great. I mean, it has auto-aim. It can take out any squishy targets in about 4 to 5 seconds by itself. That's really good against taking characters that try to flank and take your team by surprise. More like, surprise, I got a turret! The other thing to think about is what type of map you're on. If you're defending a point, try to keep the turret in view of the point. One of the biggest ways for enemy teams to push through a choke point is to have a character like Tracer, Genji, or D.Va rush through to the objective. Every time! I always see this in pub games. Every time the entire team moves back to defend the point, it completely ruins your defense and allows the enemy team a good period to push through. As to Bjorn though, your turret will be able to instantly start shooting at the target that's on the point. If the turret is not near the point, but still in view, any squishy on that point will be dead by the time the alarm goes off. If it's something bigger like D.Va or Winston, your team probably needs to react anyways. And your turret is just around the corner to ward off the rest of the team trying to follow their tank, so you're still awesome. When defending a moving payload, stick to open areas. Find a corner that covers a wide open area. Torbjorn's turret is not very fast at killing targets, but it has auto-aim. It is the best at taking people by surprise from far away. Trying to use your turret to cover small tunnels doesn't work out so well. Your turret will be destroyed instantly. It will do better and last longer, so you can focus on supporting your team. And that's your other task as Torbjorn. Torbjorn's other ability is to use scrap to create armor packs you can drop on the ground for you or your teammates. Scrap drops from fallen enemies or allies. Each drop is 25 scrap, or half of an armor pack, out of a maximum 200 you can hold at a time. This mechanic forces you to be more forward so that you can collect scrap and then give it to your team. Armor, unlike shield, is temporary health. It doesn't regenerate, so placing down as many armor packs as possible can keep your team alive with hundreds of bonus HP. Armor doesn't stack, but they can keep picking it up as they're taking damage to restore their armor to stay alive. This is what defines good Torbjorns. Even though Torbjorn is defined as a turret defense hero, he is also half support. If you aren't moving yourself forward to pick up scrap and drop your armor packs, you aren't doing your job. A lot of defense maps, like Volskaya or Hanamura, require Symmetra to defend the first point because of her teleporter. Your team is starting out without a healer. Symmetra gives a 25 health shield to everyone, but you can add your armor pack on top of that for a total of 100 bonus HP. This kind of puts you as the healer for the first point. Besides health packs, your team is relying on you to be able to push out armor packs as much as you can for free HP. After you have all that down, you can work on helping pick off enemies. Your shotgun is really strong from up close and perfect for tanks. Your primary fire is an arcing bullet for taking down long-range heroes, very close to Mei's ult fire. Don't underestimate its damage. You can easily hold your own. Plus, if you're losing a duel, throw down an armor pack or two to give yourself a bigger health advantage. It's super annoying and makes your ultimate form almost invincible in a 1v2 or 1v3 situation. Now that we've gone over everything, let's look at what possibly counters a Torbjorn. As a super turret bro, his obvious counter is snipers and ranged attacks taking out his turret. Explosives are a harder counter since trying to heal his turret can get Torbjorn himself in trouble from splash damage. Although, the turret auto-locks on Pharah instantly, so when she's in the air, she's very vulnerable. If you get a hit from your primary end, she will definitely go down, sometimes just to the turret. Also, Winston. His chain lightning will destroy you and your turret. That's just Winston. If he's targeting you like that, I might switch to Bastion. Once you get good with your gun though, you can fend off most of your counters, which is why I love Torbjorn. Unlike Bastion, Torbjorn is not a tank killer, so he's not really a hard counter to anyone. He's just devastating damage with perfect aim. A pain in the side to everyone. I love it. Torbjorn was made for defense maps. Keep him out of King of the Hill maps. Just don't do it. If you have a Torbjorn on your team, the best way to help him is to protect his turret and help it do its job. First and most important is a solid tank. If the tank can hold choke points, Torbjorn's turret can easily pick off targets that try to push forward or try to flank. Next is a sniper to keep ranged characters busy. Something to go against the snipers and explosive heroes can keep the turret alive to work down the rest of the enemy team. Finally, a healer. You need a healer for a lot of reasons, but unless you're using Symmetra for a first point defense, a healer makes Torbjorn's job a lot easier. You can focus on keeping the tank alive, while Torbjorn gives the squishy teammates armor since they take poke less often and will help them win 1v1 fights. That's it for Torbjorn. I hope this helps you decide when to pick Torbjorn or how to help a Torbjorn in your team. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for updates on future hero tips and share this with your friends or anyone you think might be interested. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.